Hey folks, PC Outcast here, back with another build in the series, both part of Bellasaurus's Nine Divines series and part of the Winter Sun series. Please hit the like button so that lots of people can be notified of the new build, and also go and check out the other builds in the series, both series, on both of our channels if you haven't already done so. So this time we've got Stendarr, and we've got some epic armor here from, I can't remember which armor mod this is, but it adds a whole bunch of Divine's armors, which is pretty cool. We've got, let's look at our gear. We've got Arcturus Rising. This is an ebony battle axe that reduces magic resistance and prevents magicka and stamina regeneration. We've got a random shield, which I'm not using. We've got the Frozen Heart of the Sun, which amplifies destruction and restoration spells and reduces the cost of restoration spells. We've got Magnus's Salvation, which recharges weapons and provides magic resistance. We've got the armor, which has I can't remember what this enchantment's called, but being struck by a fire, frost, or shock spell reduces a damage from that element by 32% for 5 seconds. And we also have Windfall, which is the second one. 3% chance of restoring 142 points of health, magic, and stamina. The boots have 70% resistance to shock and 46% chance to avoid stagger from power attacks and bashes. The gauntlets have power attacks cost 22% less and able to power attack for half damage when out of stamina. And the helmet increases magic by 94 points, take up to 46% less damage from enemy attacks the further their health falls below 50%. Pretty cool. We also have lots of perks here. Most of these are just the enchantment stuff. We do have Winter's Majesty. That is a perk. Reduces frost resistance of nearby enemies. Follower of Stendarr. Where is the stuff for that? We've got Shimmering Threads. That's for being an Altmer. It makes weapons and armor weaker, but increases the power of enchantments. Follower of Stendarr take 29% less attack damage from Daedra and Undead. And what else we got here? Golden Glass magicka and stamina regenerate 50% faster below half, and regeneration increases. As it increases, armor decreases. So I wanted to really lean into the whole we're physically weak, but we are magically strong. We got weaker armor and magic resistance, but magic and stamina regenerate faster. And Blessing of Stendarr and Gods and Mortals are the only two things I didn't use, because this is Blessing of Stendarr is block damage extra, and Gods and Mortals basically enhances that, allowing you to absorb 25 points of stamina and to stagger the attacker when you block an attack. Now I really need to lean into that in a future build, but in this particular one I did not use it. And I think that's it. So spells we're going to be using is Spirit Storm. I should actually just look at the things here. Spirit Storm, which is a restoration spell, amazingly enough. Swarm, a Spirit Swarm, drains 147 points of magicka and stamina per second, and when both are depleted it drains health instead. Yeah, and it only costs 8 magicka. Mara's Embrace restores 123 points of health per second to yourself and nearby allies for cost of 33. We also have a Frost Cloak. I was going to go with Fire, but I decided to go with Sun and Frost. I think it's kind of interesting. Never attempted to do anything like that before. And we also have Consecrated Ground, which is being cast by Akato's Recital, along with... Do I have anything else being cast by that? I think so. Yes. Spirit of the Oak, which grants us 49 points of extra health for 60 seconds when we enter combat, and We also have, in the restoration tree, grabbed Overflowing Cup, which whenever you cast a spell at full health, it overheals you by 1 point per level of restoration, which is 100. So we get an extra 100 there for 20 seconds. So when we go into combat, we have an extra 149 points of health. For the rest of the restoration perks, we got Mastery, Spirit Tutors, which I never actually found any of them, Pilgrim, which makes Shrine Blessings more powerful, and Gods and Mortals, which I mentioned before that we didn't end up using for this particular build. We also went up the middle of the tree, got Descending Light, Hallowed Burial 2, so that our restoration spells and effects are more powerful against undead. Warrior's Flame, which, and basically all the perks that boost Warrior's Flame. Reduces arm resistance, magic resistance, lasts twice as long, curses enemies, blesses you, all kinds of good stuff. And I also did, up to Respite, and did the whole False Light thing too. So I'm not sure if that's boosting. It could possibly be boosting the Spirit Storm, but I'm not sure. I was gonna go like full on False Light build as well, False Light and Fire, and then ended up changing my mind part way and going Frost and that Spirit Storm thing. So there you go. Destruction. As you can see, I started going up the Fire tree, got Combustion, so you can just ignore that. I got the Merciless Cold and Frost Fall, Crystallized Shatter, Hypothermia, Exhaust, and Winter's Majesty, which all cause things like paralysis against enemies, reduces their frost resistance, increases the drain effects of frost, and so on. So that all leans into some of the other drain things we have going on. Basically, enemies can't put up much of a fight for very long. And for enchanting, we got basically everything up on the increasing the effectiveness of our enchantments side of things, along with Soul Siphon and Thunderstruck for making our weapon enchantments more powerful when they're delivered by a power attack. Heavy armor got just about everything. Everything that boosts your defenses, basically. Didn't get Rallying Standard or anything in that side, and didn't get Primal Fear because walking is really slow. So you need a mod that increases your movement speed if you're going to do that. I also did a little bit of block. I can block with the two-handed weapon, of course, and I was using that in a little bit in the beginning, and I did consider, going down the whole sword and board thing, but as I said, I ended up changing as we were going along. Right, so that is my gear, and if you're wondering why he's wearing this, full face helmet thing, it's because he looks like this. Yep. Girl Got Game said I need to show you my Frenchy Frenchman from the Semolset Isles. I don't know why he has somewhat of a I don't know if that is a French accent or not something else, but yeah, there you go. There you go. Okay, so let's get on to killing some things.
come here. This what you want? Soon your blood will